Alright everybody, how y'all doing? I'm doing the breakdowns of getting everything ready for tomorrow. I pulled all the parts out, resurfacing the CPU paste of the Ryzen 7 2700X. Now somebody had made a comment on this GPU and said that I had the wrong GPU. As you see, I have the Soyo RX 580 2048 SP, and this baby is a beast when I'm doing my thing. Of course, my monitors power up. I have no flickering, no blinking issues. So, and I know about this company back in the early in the late 80s. So this one we head on and did a couple of builds using their motherboards, the socket 370s of this brand here. And this Dragon is rebranded with Michun. So other than that, we good to go. There's my Apiva, my ID cooling, my SE22 224 air cooler, the RAM. There's my team group. There's the Zeus, as you see it, and the motherboard is the B450 Max. Now y'all keep in mind, I'm gonna bring it up towards the CPU area. As you know, these are my VRMs. As you notice, it's not made for overclocking. Only thing you can overclock is the RAM. Now if you're going to put a beast monster such as the 5900X, you need to update your BIOS to handle the thermal issues of these low VRMs. Now, somebody had brought this motherboard and thought I was using the 5700X, but I'm using the 2700X. As you see right there, 2700X, not the 5700X. So just like I said, I'm cleaning up. This is the M.2 I got from AliExpress, 512, B speed, great, moving good, moving smooth, no issues. So just like I said, I'm cleaning up everything here, and I'm gonna give you my final take when I get to finish putting the rest of the parts out of the system. Finally, I am done stripping everything out of the Rosewill Sceptre C100 case. I am done stripping everything out. Now on my mechanicals here, this is my 3.5. What I did was, as you see, I went with a different bracket. Why? Because as you see, it is more easy to take out, as I did in the presentation video of the unboxing of the GameMax M60 case that I'm finna put everything in. I have finally did that instead of going with these. These are okay to use, but they're a little more pain in the butt because you got to bend them real good, and if you heavy with your hands, as you see, you could go ahead and crack it, and then you won't be able to get your hard drives out. But they're very good brackets for your 3.5s and your 2.5s. You want to add more SATAs, but just keep in mind, when I was taking them out, I had scratched my hand on the case, like I used to do back 20 years ago. Leave DNA on the case. So here I went with something more a little easier than this here, and it works well. So now on this Apiva Essence power supply, 700 watts. Now, just like I'm gonna show you again my motherboard, for people who do not know what they're doing and they think they know what they're doing. As you see, low VRMs, which is voltage regulated modules, that sends enough power to the CPU, and if everything is in auto, it will do it itself. How I know it's low power? Because I'm on a 4-pin power connect. The only thing I could juice is the RAM by accessing in the XMP profiles, which I had to do that in BIOS. Or if I add the Ryzen 9 5900 or 5900X in a beast processor that is cranking high in thermal design power, I have to download the BIOS to keep these cool enough while it runs that CPU. Now, the motherboard say you can't overclock it, but just like I said, I don't need to overclock anything because I don't need that extra push to get anything done office clerical and video editing wise. Other than that, everything is good. I had read a comment on this is CPU, and this is one reason why I add illiteracy in my videos now. Y'all got to pay close attention to what y'all reading though, because That's a SoyoGroup. One person had brought a missing Heisen group RX 580 2048. Never heard of the company. Never heard of anything. The only two GPUs that I purchased is SoyoGroup and Elsa from AliExpress, and those are the only two GPUs I buy. And this is GDDR5. I was going GDDR6 or GDDR6X. I will be purchasing those GPUs from SoyoGroup and Elsa. Nowhere else, because I had never heard of the company name before. Milsine, Mizilizia, or any other off the wall company brand I never heard of, I would not be purchasing any GPUs from a company I never heard of without doing my research. Now, back to Apiva. I heard of Apiva. Oh hell. As you see, I'm rolling with the Apiva Power case fans. I roll with the cases pretty soon. Everything from Apiva is well spot on. And Eddie from TechSource did a build using the Apiva 80 plus gold in his build using the RTX 4070. I'll be putting that link in the video description below so y'all can understand it. Now, one person had brought a pre-built, never heard the power supply. Now let me break it down to you. If I brought a pre-built, never heard of any of the company, I will do a complete gut and redo it myself. This is one reason why I don't purchase pre-builts. Only thing you probably salvaging is basically the whole entire system. If you never heard the motherboard, you don't like the case, you don't like the power supply, you never heard of the RGB fans, or etc. You gotta gut the whole entire case. His thing was, he brought in a Apiva power supply. Now, I will be doing a video of why I chose this power supply and why it's still going strong as we speak today. Now, he used it in a gaming build. Y'all got to check your parts if you don't know the company name. And two, in a low-end, mid-level gaming system, you will probably find these in there because it's a mid-level, low-end power supply. It's your regular basic, non-efficient, non-modular power supply that we use just to do a basic work off basic motherboards like this that is not high in power. The whole power of this motherboard here is 60 watts. Now, I will be doing the explanation of why I chose this and help y'all understand how to pick a power supply for your system. Easy. Y'all missed the main key thing is the wattage add-ons. As you start picking your parts using PC Part Picker, y'all need to start paying attention to that. Now, if I had a high-end motherboard that is 24 plus 8 power phases, I would not be on this power supply. Why? Because this power supply don't have any overclocking power protection in this PSU. That's it. I said the key ring. It does not have an overclocking power protection. It has a power pull surge protection built into the switch. So the power, so if I'm on, say for instance I had a surge, and if too much voltage coming through the plug, it's gonna shut my system off automatically without destroying anything. Now in process, I might lose the power supply, but I won't be losing my whole entire system. So I will be explaining why I chose this and why it's still going good in regular office clerical builds. CPU is 105 watts. Motherboard is 60. Y'all do the math. That's 165 total wattage power. 700 watts. GPU total board power is 150. So y'all just add that up. RAM, this is number 15 watts. Hard drive, 10 watts per piece. So by the time I got through adding up everything, I was at 480 watts power for this whole entire system. So just like I said, I'll be doing a soon-to-be video on this power supply, and everything is good to go on that. So what I'm going to be doing now is putting her back together, and I will give you the photo montage after everything is done.